Good morning. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Welcome to Money Markets and Motivation with Mike. Brought to you for information and educational purposes only. It's your responsibility to do your own due diligence. Our word of the day is opsimath, a person who begins to learn or study only late in life. The community center's evening classes were filled with opsimaths eager to learn. So there you have it. That's our word of the day. Moving on to our S&P 500 heat map. NVDA continues to surge. And likewise, Micron Technologies, it's up about $100 from where, close to $100 from where we bought it. Google, Amazon, I believe Meta's earnings are coming out here shortly this week. Especially industrial machine are doing well over here. Energy is popping, and these utilities, CEG and VST, are moving. So that's kind of a look there. Crypto is retracing. It's kind of a mixed bag. Bitcoin is down from 115. Ethereum is down from 4200. So XRP continues to do well, and so does Litecoin. So that is what's happening there. Before we get started, if you think that the markets are kind of extended, this might be a good place to park a portion of your portfolio. It goes up when the market goes up. It does not go down when the market goes down. And it just keeps ascending. Goes up, beats index investing by about 5% per year. It is fixed index annuity. So if you want to learn more about that, please reach out to me. And now we are moving over to our charts. This is an area that is getting a lot of attention. Viasat in the satellite area. Bring up a few others. Planet Labs looks like it's consolidating after a big run here. Rocket Lab, of course. We took our profits in Rocket Lab, and looks like it's trying to set up for another run. Got a nice bullish harami today. And I think Iridium had a big sell-off. So this is EchoStar. Looks like it's trying to set up for a possible another run. It just doesn't want to sell off too much. It did retrace a little bit. Global Star has a pretty nice run here. This looks like a gigantic cup with handle. So we'll see if this can take off again. So that is kind of a look at an area that is really kind of taken off, satellite and communications. So let us move over to our indexes. NASDAQ is up 0.27 today. The equal weight on the NASDAQ is pulling back a little bit. Like we said yesterday, if this could pause a little bit, that probably would be good. Let the moving averages catch up. S&P 500 is up slightly today. The equal weight in the S&P is pulling back a little bit. Pulling back for a pause would not be such a bad idea. It's down 0.26% today. Russell 2000 small caps. It's up 0.6% today. And let us move over to the Dow. The Dow is up 0.53%. On to financials. Financials are holding steady, off a little bit here, off 1.05%. Energy is popping. Looks like it's kind of in a flat base here. Now we're going to go over to the VIX. VIX tried to move up. It's off 0.7% this morning. And this is 20-year Treasury at 0.68%. It is up 0.68% this morning. It pulled back quite a bit. It looks like there's a gap up around 33.50. We'll see if it can pull back into there. This is a 10-year Treasuries at 4.73. It's off 0.16%. On to nuclear. Nuclear is moving up today. Take a look at this one that we used to own. It's up 8.26% today. Pretty bullish Rami looking right there. To communications. Communications is pretty flat for the day. Utilities is up 0.44%. Take a look at Utes. Now their utility ETF up 1.36% today. Real estate. Wow, real estate really dropped off here. Off 1.8% today. Home builders holding pretty steady right here. We'll see if they can work on the right side of their base here. Looks like a slightly bullish Harami here. Biotech continues to perform really strong. It's up 0.12%. Our other biotech is up as well, up 0.37%. Software is pulling back a little bit today, off 1.15%. Technology gets a boost, up 0.55%. Infrastructure, pretty strong bullish Harami there, up 1.53% today. On to semiconductors. You got a gap up and kind of diving right now. Kind of a bearish signal right here. We'll see if it picks up any bullish sentiment. in the meantime. That is a falling star if I've ever seen one. On to Jets. Jets is up 0.51% today. Industrial should be up today. It is up a little over 1%. Caterpillar got a big boost with AI. Gap up, pretty bullish around me there, up 12.43%. On to healthcare. Healthcare is off 0.19%. Consumer goods really dives today, off 1.45%. Consumer discretionary is up is actually down 0.16% today. Take a look at Tesla. Tesla's looking pretty good for a breakout. Amazon looks pretty well as here, up 0.84%. On to building materials. It's pretty flat, down 0.44%. Needs to work on the right side of its base there. And then mining and metals up a little over 1% today. We'll see if it can work on the right side of its base and move higher. It's had an incredible run here. And last but not least, uranium is picking up again. Stock of the day yesterday was CCJ, up nearly another percent here today. Denison Mines picks up another 3.47%. And Energy Fuels, kind of quiet compared to the other two, is up 0.35%. So moving on, move on to where the big money is flowing today. COCO had a big move today, up 5.48%. Currently at 44.55. Looks like McDonald's is pulling back. I read the symbol wrong. This is Modine. Pretty bullish move there. Up 2% today. Deutsche Bank. We've got a big gap up here on Deutsche Bank. Must have been earnings related, pretty good volume. The volume has been pretty good the last 4 days. Right here, got a gap up here, got another gap up here, and a huge gap up here today, up 4.91%. We'll see if it can work on the right side of its base. You could buy here as long as it doesn't undercut the low of the gap up, continue to hold. Here's one that we bought after hours yesterday after they announced their earnings. They were up about 13% at the time, and now it's up nearly 23%. So about a 10% gain for buying in after hours. Got some pretty good volume here. It's just continues to rake in revenue. Had a little bit of a pullback here. Would have been nice to buy right in here. It held, then it gapped up, pulled back again. So on the gap up rule, you would have gotten out here because it's violated to the bottom of the gap. And once it got back in this territory, you could have gotten back in. And here's where we sit today. Continuing on. Western Digital up 12% today. This is a breakout right here. Small little consolidation. And it breaks out here with a big bullish harami, up 12% today. Another one in the same area is Seagate. Looks like they're ready to break out as well, up 17% today. NVDA just keeps on keeping on. We had a breakout right over here. We could have added at this point, and it is gapping up today with the news of a new product that they're coming out with. This is up 2.74%. COCO had a little sell-off yesterday and is bouncing back today, up 4.17%. COCO makes the list as well. We looked at this earlier, but it's up another 1.24%. Look at this huge volume, largest volume. As far as this screen goes back, this is the largest volume yesterday. And it is up again, up another 1.1%. And our last one on the list is Light. I believe this is Lumentum. It is up 6.51%. So you have a gap up here. If you would have bought this gap out, you'd be quite pleased because you had another gap up here, holds and moves higher. And looks like we have a slight gap up here today at 6.56%. So the money is really flowing in there. Look at all this volume over here. It's not the largest. The largest was seen over in this area right here. But it's on a massive run and it just keeps on moving higher. So that is our technical analysis and where the big money is flowing portion of the show today. Now we move on to our quote of the day. Quote of the day comes from Edgar Allan Poe. Take thy beak from my heart and take thy form from off my door, quoth the raven, nevermore. So that is our quote of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody has a great day. Go out and make it a great Wednesday. And if you can lift somebody else up, even if it's only a smile, please do so. This has been Money, Markets, and Motivation with Mike.